Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the newest FGO servant. This is Kondo Isami servant demonstration, and yeah, I'm going to look at his noble phantasm, his skills, his ascension arts, all those things I will be doing. So it was pretty obvious that it would be Kondo Isami because, it was kind of hinted from the very beginning of the event. I was seeing people talking about how there's apparently a character, an NPC character who might be Kondo Isami, and then it was revealed that it was Kondo Isami, which automatically meant that yes, we will be getting him in the next banner, which is the current banner that is ongoing now, I think, in JP. So yeah, Kondo Isami is here finally. The captain is here, yeah, let's see what he is about, how strong he is, and all those things that like we see in his 7 demonstration, and the other stuff. So yeah, let us begin. As always, I will be linking the videos that I'll be reacting to in this reaction video in the description box. If you want to check the original video out, you can go through there, and yeah, let us begin. So first, Kondo Isami 5-star Saber servant demonstration. Let's go. Alright. Oh damn. Oh wait. Oh, that's actually very cool. So all the Shinsengumi. Okay, you know what? That's actually very cool because it makes sense. He's a captain. His noble phantasm means all the characters will be there. Okay. You know what? Good decision. But what the hell is this? Like, it looks like some kind of an evil form or something. I don't know. Alright. What the hell? Why is he shooting energy beams? Energy balls. Okay, I think I need to increase the volume. I cannot understand what he's saying. Where? Oh, okay, that was cool. Oh! Wait, did he just dropkick the enemy? Yo. Okay. I like how he's just holding his sword like this. Alright. Nice. What? Right. Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably some kind of a story reason why he looks like this. Oh my god, another... Huh. Well, you know what? It makes sense. He's just shooting beams from his sword. That's why he's a saber. You know the whole, if you're a saber, you need to be able to shoot beams through your sword. I like his sword very much. Oh, that's a cool skill animation. I like his sword very much. It's like red and blue. Like, I don't know if that's like a flame or something. I really like the decision that they took to do this noble phantasm like this.
セカンドユニットサードユニットレディ
Got it.
いや Leave it to me
What the?
新選組ドローヨアソードバンドトゥゲザービニースザ・バナー・オーバー・ワットゥルース
What? What in the English is going on here? Yo, that was...
残念だったな No escape だ
Okay, why is it just... Why is he speaking in English? Okay, well... Oh, this is his second Ascension? Damn.
一番隊ここに
2番隊いけんぜ3番隊同じくうっすああお任せを新選組出るぞ
Okay.
誠の旗のもとに
Yeah, so that literally translated into English. What they're saying in Japanese, that was what they were saying in English as well. Just... Oh my god. Yo, I was not expecting that. Okay, he looks a lot older here.
一切承知御意
You know.
それそれそれ
Okay.
叩き潰す
Okay, wait, this is new, right? Yeah.
当てに
Alright, you know what?
一位
first-
先進
The first one was pretty good. But this has its own type of charm to it, you know. Like... Like, this is like proper swordsmanship. Instead of just shooting beams and everything.
一切承知
Right.
せい
Ooh! Okay.
少し懲らしめて
Oh! Alright. Wait. That one was my favorite.
お土産にくれてやる
Oh my god. He just exhales his smoke into the enemy. And he's hitting the enemy with his pipe at the end. You see that? He sheathed his sword and starts beating the enemy with his pipe.
覚悟無礼者が
You see this? Yeah! Oh my god.
こちらだ 獅子公両断
Can you imagine? The enemy just sheathing their sword and then just beating you up with the pipe that they're smoking? Bruh. Wow.
ドイツからただでは済まんぞ
Ooh.
いざ尋常に
Okay, I like this animation, this Ascension animation more than the first one. Right.
Yeah. いざ誠の旗のもとに
Under the flag of truth, I think he says, yeah.
新選組前へ入った燃えろこてつ
Nice. Right, I really like how all the captains are here. Like, you know, in his noble phantasm.
時代は移れど我らの誠は不滅
Okay. Oh, this is the third Ascension.
やっぱり私たちは
こうじゃねえと
揃いも揃ってなバカばっかりっすね一緒にするなそれでは皆さん
行くか
Ah.
新選組出る
Oh! Okay. Okay, I think this will be the same as the second one because
承知
Let's see.
心得た承知 まだまだ
Yeah, it's the same.
歯を食いしばれ
Okay.
逆行両断成敗
Hmm.
大事ない心得た承知おう崩す
Right.
かかる
Oh wait, that was new, right? Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one in the second Ascension. Okay. Yeah, there is slight differences.
逆行両断成敗 大事ない心得たおう承知せいや
Okay.
いざ逆行両断成敗 行くぞこてつ
Okay.
覚悟してもらおう
Right. Yeah, the skill animations are also the same. Oh. Wait, what the hell was that? What did he just eat his hand? What?
掲げよう我らの
Why did he
旗を
put his hand in his
心得
mouth?
た承知
But yeah, that was new. Or maybe put something in his mouth or something.
一番隊ここに
2番隊いけんぜ
3番隊同じくうっすああお任せを
新選組出るぞいざ
Nice.
誠の旗のもとに
Right.
ここに我らの誠は示された新選組引き上げだ
Okay. And there you go. That was Kondo Isami demonstration. Alright. So the first the first demonstration, the first Ascension demonstration, it was very different from the other two. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that has something to do with the story, this event that we are having, that that different looking, like Ascension art. It looks like he's like in some kind of a like a, I don't know, like an altar mode or something. So yeah, that was that. It had a few good things, but I would say my most favorite Ascension demonstration would be the second one, because I don't know, the second one was pretty well done. I really liked him just hitting the enemy with his pipe. I don't know if he did, if that was what he was doing, or if he was using the other the sword. He has two. One is like the normal katana, the other one is like a short sword. I don't know what you call them. I think you call them kodachi or something like that, right? I might be wrong. But anyways, it might be that he was using that. But it seemed, from when I was looking at it, it seemed like he took out his pipe and he was beating the enemy with his pipe. I might be wrong though, but it was pretty funny. He took down his sword, he sheathed his sword, and then he just did that, and then just smokes out the smoke into the enemy. So that one was, yeah, and the others were pretty good. It was like like the pretty straightforward, just plain swordsmanship, and I like it. And I would also say the second Ascension is also my favorite. I don't know, he looks pretty different there. Like, he looks a lot older in that Ascension art. Like, the first one I have no idea. The second one, it looks like he's quite old. Like, not very old, but he's like in like his, I don't know, like maybe like 40, maybe 50s, But the final Ascension was when he was young, I think. Like, it was like he was more younger over there, maybe like 20, 25, 30, something like that. But yeah, my most favorite Ascension was second one. Good animations, and as for the Noble Phantasm, I really like how they brought back all the captains. You know, the different units are all there. We have Okta there, we have Hijikata there. Wait, Hijikata was there, right? Wait a minute. You know what? Let me go back to that part. Let me look at all the. Oh yeah, Hijikata was there. Yeah, everyone's there. Yamanami was there. Saito and the new characters, all of them were there. And then this the other character. I forgot his name. I don't remember him that much. The one who is, I think, second, right? Yeah, first is Okta. The second, who's the second unit captain? Wait a minute, who's that guy? I feel like I've seen him. He's a servant, right? Wait a minute. Shinsengumi. First and foremost, first unit is obviously right. Shinsengumi. Okay, wait. I'm trying to find a list of all the units and their captains. Just a minute. Shinsengumi, all units and their captains. Okay. No. No, I'm looking for the original one. This is like Gintama and Rurouni Kenshin is coming up. I'm pretty sure they're all pretty accurate, but I like want the actual well, yeah, we do have oh wait, that's Nagakura Shinpachi, right? Wait. You know oh my god, wait a minute. Let me just double check. I've forgotten actually. Oh yeah, that is Nagakura Shinpachi. I was like, who the hell is this dude? The second, the second unit captain. I couldn't, and then because Nagakura Shinpachi, all I remember about Nagakura Shinpachi from FGO is the old man. I forgot that he had like an Ascension art where he's younger. I completely forgot about that. That's why I couldn't recognize him. Yeah, that is Nagakura Shinpachi. So yeah, obviously, this is like Kondo's faction, which is Kondo Isami, Hijikata Toshizo. I'm reading the wiki page. Inoue Genzaburo, Okuta Soji, Nagakura Shinpachi, Saito Hajime, Harada Sanosuke, Todo Heisuke, and Yamanami Keisuke. Yeah, so all these characters. How many did we have here? Wait a minute. Shinpachi is number 2. We have Saito at number 3. Then we have the 2 new characters, and who is Harada Sanosuke and Todo Heisuke. Yamanami Keisuke is also there. Saito Hajime, yeah. Nagakura Shinpachi, Okuta Soji. Okay, Inoue Genzaburo. I don't think we have him, right? This is the only character I'm not finding. Who is this person? Captain of the 6th unit. Do we have him in FGO? I don't think so, right? Inoue Genzaburo. No, we don't have him there. I don't know why they skipped him. Like, we have almost everyone. Why skip him? Okay. Alright, so you know what? Let me just see. Kondo Isami is obviously the captain of the whole squad, right? Yeah. Commander of the Shinsengumi. We all know that. Then we have Hijikata Toshizo, who was the vice captain, right? Of vice commander, yeah, not captain but commander. Commander, vice commander. So of the group. Then we have the different units, and each unit had obviously captain, vice captain, and all that. So we had Okida Soji, who was the captain of the first group, right? Okuta Soji, Japanese samurai, late shogunate period. Where is that part? Okay, yeah. Shinsengumi first unit captain. Okay. Then we have Nagakura Shinpachi, who I'm guessing is second. Yeah. Captain of the Shinsengumi second unit, right? Then we have Saito Hajime, who's the third. I think. No. Wait, what? Oh my god, just a minute. Shinsengumi. Yeah, third unit, captain. Okay, I couldn't find it for a moment. And then we have the others. Harada Sanosuke, Todo Heisuke, Yamanami Keisuke. Right. 10th unit captain. Harada Sanosuke is the 10th unit captain. Todo Heisuke is the 8th unit captain. And we have Yamanami Keisuke, who was the okay, I cannot find his Well, I'm guessing he didn't have a okay, I cannot find it here. But in the Noble Phantasm, I think Yamanami Keisuke says that where is that part? Okay, no, they don't really say anything. We have the three of them who says first unit, second unit, third unit, and the other three doesn't really say anything related to that. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm guessing Yamanami had a lot of other things going on with him because we have the whole like a few other things. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure if he was a captain, but it's written his rank is a vice commander. Let me know if he was a captain of some which team. But anyways, yeah, we have all of the captains over here, and obviously the commander and the vice commander. I like how they actually included them all in the Noble Phantasm, which fits pretty well, because it's Kondo Isami we're talking about. That was a great idea. They could have just made as like a normal Noble Phantasm for him, but they added all the Shinsengumi members. So yeah, perfect. Right. So there you go. Yeah. I like it. I like his demonstration very much, and it's very good. And oh, another thing I forgot to talk about. the English that caught me so off guard. I was like, why were they saying it like? I don't understand. Is that some kind of a reference to something? Like, why were they suddenly speaking English? Like every one of them. Was there some kind of a reference or something to something maybe? I have no idea, but that caught me so off guard. I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, okay, that was that. Okay, now that was Kondo Isami. Now let me move on to his Ascension arts. So first Ascension art is this one, and yeah, this is that Ascension which I was talking about. So here he looks like some kind of an alterified version of himself. I'm assuming that this has something to do with the story that is currently ongoing. But there's like this is like a whole there's like flames and everything behind him. He's like wearing like a dark suit, and I'm not even sure if he's underneath what he's wearing is the Shinsengumi Haori or is it something else. It might be actually, but I have no idea. But I genuinely don't know what's going on with this Ascension art. Like he looks like some kind of a demon or something, but yeah, I guess. Yeah, so there you go. I don't know what he's holding. He's holding something as well. I have no idea. I have to say one thing. I saw the character sprite in the demonstration. His sword looks, I think his sword looks very cool in this Ascension art. Like, it has like, the upper part of it is like red and the lower part of it is blue. And it has like, the red part is like glowing, the blue part is like glowing. It's like, it looks like flame is coming out. It looks very cool. So yeah, it's just, you know, I really like the sword there. However, I'm not that much of a big fan of this Ascension art. It just, I don't know, it just looks like a character design I've seen in so many other places. Like, so many other alterified version of other characters have the same type of, you know, character design. So yeah, I'm not that much of a big fan of this Ascension art. It's okay, I would say. But yeah. Alright, that was the first Ascension art. The second Ascension art is this one, and this is my most favorite one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he has the howdy and everything. He still has the mask. You can see the kitsune mask is like over there in his belt. But I think the reason why I like this Ascension art the most is because of the way he's like, you know, I don't know, it looks really cool whenever anime characters do this. Like, they have the howdy outside, but they have the hand kind of like outside of the sleeve and inside like this, you know, on the other side, and the other hand has like the the pipe. Like, a lot of characters do this, like you've seen in a lot of animes and everything. I don't know why, but I really like this way of wearing the dress. I don't know, it just looks cool. Like, a lot of characters do this who like, you know, who wears like a yukata or something, you know, like they can do that. I remember Gintoki also used to do this in Gintama. Like, you know, he used to like take out his hand like this from the sleeve, put his hand like this on the other side, and like one hand would be like this and the other hand would be like open, and he, like, you know, it's probably that. I like his hair here as well. His hair looks pretty nice. The pipe, you know, looks pretty good, pretty novel. And the howdy is like on top of him, like, you know, like a coat. It looks very cool. Yeah, I guess this is why. This is probably the reason why this is my favorite Ascension. Yeah, it just looks, it looks like he's retired from, you know, swordsmanship, and he just lives in like some kind of a hut in a mountain and trains other people in his spare time or something. I don't know, like some kind of sword instructor. That's what it looks like, and that's the vibe that it gives me. And yeah, it looks really good. I like this one. Right. Okay, and then we have the third Ascension, which is this one, and this is the, like, you know, the normal Ascension art where he's like young over here. You can see that he has a Shinsengumi howdy over on top of him, and the, you know, like the sword and everything. I think the background is also pretty, like, you know, like it's like he's like in a battlefield or something. It seems like, or oh no, is that a flag or something? I have no idea what that is, but you know. Yeah, and this is nothing much to talk about this Ascension, because this is literally like all of the characters, each and every Shinsengumi character I think have this in one of their Ascension arts, which is the Shinsengumi like outfit, right? I think so. Yeah. Also, I also, like, you know, saw this, that apparently Hijikata also has gotten a costume, which is the Shinsengumi, like, you know, howdy. So I think like each and every one of them has a costume now, like has a Shinsengumi costume now. So this is just the Shinsengumi outfit that he's wearing. Yeah, and I like his hairstyle here pretty much quite a bit as well. It seems like he has shaved quite a bit, but then there's also the hair part. So, oh wait, no, is that even? Oh, it's from a distance. It looks like he has shaved a part of his head, and a part of his hair is there, or maybe it's something else. I have no idea. Anyways, yeah, he looks young here. He looks like, you know, probably like in his prime when he was like going through different battles and stuff. I don't know. Right. So yeah, this is good. But again, second Ascension was my most favorite one. And then we have the final Ascension, which is this one. And okay, so this is a pretty cool Ascension, I'm not gonna lie. You know, again, he's like wearing the Shinsengumi outfit as well. His hair looks pretty slick here. um he's like holding the sword in a very cool way. There's like, what flowers are those at the background? I have no idea. um no idea. I feel like I've seen this flower somewhere before in other shows, but I have no idea. Is this that flower that we see in Demon Slayer? You know, those flowers, what are those called? I don't remember the name. Wait, Wisteria or something like that? Oh yeah, it is Wisteria, I think. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but it is, I think it is Wisteria. Like, this is another flower that I feel like a lot of animes kind of showcase, which is Wisteria. I've seen a lot of animes like showcase Wisteria flower. And obviously Sakura is like the most common, like, you know, like flower that we see in almost everything, like, you know, Japan related. Wisteria is another thing. And another flower I feel like it's very common theme in animes, which is whenever there's like something death related, we have the spider lilies. So, you know, but Wisteria is another very common flower. I feel like I've seen in a lot of animes and everything. I'm not sure if this is Wisteria, but it seems like it. Either way, it's a very cool Ascension art. The fourth Ascension, yeah, I like it. So yeah, there you go. All right, now let's move on to his skills. Before moving on to his skills, let's look at his deck. So he has 2 arts card, 2 buster card, and 1 quick card. His buster has 4 hits, his art has 3 hits, his quick has 5 hits, extra attack has 5 hits, and his noble phantasm has 8 hits. Oh damn. Wait, it makes sense. Like, he has like all those like Shinsengumi units coming and attacking. So, you know, each of them has like 1 hit to them, I guess. So it makes sense, 8 hits. Damn, so you can actually make him loop pretty effortlessly because of this. Because first and foremost, his NP card is arts. You know, second, he has 8 hits in his NP card. So I think you can flawlessly loop him. Pretty good. You know, with the correct supports. Okay. Right. Now, let me look at his skills. So, the first skill is called Kotetsu Blade. Apply Ignore Invincible 3 turns. Oh my god, 3 turns? Yo, that is crazy. And increase attack 20 to 30% for 3 turns. Increase critical strength 20 to 30% for 3 turns for yourself. Damn, that's pretty straightforward and simple. So max cooldown 8, minimum cooldown 6. So it applies Ignore Invincible for 3 turns. Increase attack, increase critical strength. Plain and simple. I feel like Ignore Invincible for 3 turns is pretty damn good. Because, you know, usually, what is it? Usually it's like, oh, 3 times. Or maybe 2 times. Something like that. Times. This is turns. Turns is absolutely crazy. You know, like all those pesky like enemies in CQs and stuff that just slaps an invincible on top of them, and you have to like attack them like 5 times or 10 times to take out the invincibility, and it's an absolute pain in the ass. Light work with this skill. Okay. Second skill is Tenden Rishinryu Ultimate A+. Increase art card effectiveness 20 to 30% for 3 turns. Increase buster card effectiveness 20 to 30% for 3 turns. Apply evade 2 times 3 turns for yourself. Another pretty simple skill. Okay, so increase art effectiveness, buster effectiveness, and evade. Gives evade for you. Max cooldown 8, minimum cooldown 6. Alright, pretty good. It gives you a little support for yourself. It gives you increased offense. Right. Then we have the third skill, Sincerity EX. Increase attack 10 to 20% for 3 turns for all allies. And increase NP gauge 20 to 30% for all Shinsengumi allies. Plus increase NP gauge 10% and apply Shinsengumi trait 5 turns to all except Shinsengumi allies. Wait, what? Oh, so... Okay, so you don't even need to bring Shinsengumi allies with you, I guess? Max cooldown 7, minimum cooldown 5. Okay, so if you're bringing Shinsengumi allies with you, that's all well and good. I guess you're going to get the full benefit of this. If not, then it's still fine because it applies Shinsengumi trait for 5 turns. You know, to all except Shinsengumi allies. Also, since the cooldown is 5, I guess you can continue to put this on. Like, you know, there's like every single turn you will have the Shinsengumi trait on. As soon as the trait wears off, you can just apply it again because this cooldown is 5. So you don't need Shinsengumi allies with you to properly make use of this skill. You know, which is increase NP cost 20 to 30% for all Shinsengumi allies. Yeah, so okay, that's pretty good. I remember, like, you know, another character had this type of a thing. Which character was it? It was a very recent character who I was thinking, I was like, oh, so we need to bring all these allies with us to play it properly, to make use of this skill. But then I saw that later on it was written that, oh no, they're going to apply a trait which will make them into these type of allies. And I'm like, okay, so you don't even need that. You don't even need those allies with you. I think it was, who was it? I think it was one of the, like, Shiki or someone like that. I don't remember which characters it was. But I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool then. Then you don't really need them. It's going to apply a trait which works, you know, which will work out to your benefit. So it's like that. It's literally like that. Okay, so that was his skills. Now we have his noble phantasm, which is called Flag of Sincerity B. Increase quick card effectiveness, overcharge 10 to 30% for 3 turns. Increase art card effectiveness, 10 to 30% overcharge, 3 turns. Buster card effectiveness, 10 to 10% overcharge, 3 turns. And remove debuffs for all Shinsengumi allies, plus deal damage. Noble phantasm 450% to 750% to all enemies. Okay, another plain, straightforward and simple, like, attack, a noble phantasm. So it increases quick arts and buster card effectiveness. It scales with overcharge. Then we have removal of debuffs from all Shinsengumi allies, and you don't need to worry about that because obviously you have the third skill with you, which is going to apply Shinsengumi trait to all allies, you know, in itself. So you don't need to particularly bring Shinsengumi allies with you. If you have it with you, then it's all well and good. If not, then it's still fine. You are going to get the full benefit of this if you use the skill before using the noble phantasm. If you use the noble phantasm first, then it's pointless because obviously the skill, you know, yeah, you're not applying the skill. So first apply the third skill, then use the noble phantasm for removal of debuffs. And I will be honest, I feel like removal of debuffs from all allies is absolutely insane, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's absolutely insane, right? Also the fact that if you can properly, like, I'm pretty sure you can loop this character. So if you loop this character, you can probably cleanse yourself of all debuffs every single turn if you can use the noble phantasm every single turn, you know. So let me know. I feel like this noble phantasm is pretty solid, especially because it removes debuffs from all Shinsengumi allies, and you literally have a skill that applies Shinsengumi trait to your allies. So you apply that trait to your allies and just cleanse all debuffs. So helpful in so many CQs with, you know, like pesky poison, beat, curse, and the DOT damage that your allies take, you know, all those annoyances, or like, you know, like defense down or like attack down, all those garbage you can just cleanse. Also, stun also falls in under debuff, right? So if you're stunned, if one of your allies is stunned, like if you are stunned, then that's, you know, that's, I guess it's kind of pointless then. But if you're not stunned and your allies are stunned, if you use the NP, I guess you can cleanse them from that stun. But at the same time, I feel like since it's a noble phantasm, you know, it's not a skill that you can just pop it and then it's going to happen. You have to do the attacks. So at the end of the day, it is kind of pointless to use this against stun, because usually stuns are for 1 turn only. Sometimes it's like 2 or 3 turns, then it's helpful. But if it's like 1 turn only, then this is kind of pointless for stun. But other than stun, all the other debuffs, yeah, light work again. Okay, I think he's very good. From the looks of all, okay, you know what? Let's look at the passives. I didn't even look at the passives. Passives: Magic Resistance C, increase debuff resist 15% for yourself. Damn. Riding Skill C, increase quick card effectiveness 6% for yourself. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I think he's a solid character, because from what I can see of his kit, he's a character who is again kind of offense based, not as offense based as Kawakami, what was his name, Gensai, right? The latest character that we got. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm making a mistake. Kawakami Gensai. He's not as offensive based as Kawakami Gensai. Kawakami Gensai is like full offensive. Like, I don't think she has even one skill which is like support or defense based. Every single thing is offense for her, and I feel like that is actually very good, because you have like a character fully focused on offense, so you can just take that offensive damage to some next levels using Kawakami Gensai. He's not as offensive based as Kawakami Gensai, but his kit is pretty offense based as well, because the first skill, obviously, it gives you increased attack, increased critical strength. Second skill gives you increased art effectiveness, increased buster effectiveness. Third skill gives you increased 20% attack again. And and then Noble Phantasm gives him another 10 to 30% increased in quick, arts, and buster effectiveness. So it's like 5 to 6 offense based skills. Then we have a few others which is support based. For example, applying evade for yourself, increasing your NP gauge for all allies. And then we have removal of debuffs. Then we have applying ignore invincible. All of these are like support based, and so he's like pretty solid, offensive based character, but has a few other support based skills as well. I think like the best thing about, there's 2 things which I really like about him, and I think like those 2 things are going to be kind of not game changing, I would say, but it will help him a lot in getting a higher tier ranking, which is applying ignore invincible for 3 turns. That is number 1. It'll be very helpful in so many times. And then number 2 is removal of debuffs from all Shinsengumi allies. These 2 are very solid, I think. Let me know what you think. I think these 2 are very, very good. These 2 particular traits. But yeah, overall, I think he's really good with proper support, like double Castoria or something like that. And I think you can effortlessly loop him. He has like 8 hits in his NP. Overall, yeah, I think he's a solid character. Let me know what you think. So that is it. That was my reaction to Kondo Isami. Pretty solid character, it seems like, and yeah, I think he's very good. So that's it, guys. I'll end this video here, and before ending, the question that I answered, will I be summoning him 2 years later? Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, it'll all depend on how much I have, but he's not a character I would be like, yeah, I definitely want him whatever happens. He's probably not one of those characters, but I might get him if the rest of the year, 2 years later, doesn't really have that many characters. That's why I'm saying it's dependent on that. Like, we still have like a few more months left for this year to end. In those years, if someone comes in who I really want, I will probably skip him. And Kawakami Gensai, I will probably skip these 2 characters. If someone comes out later who I really, really, really want. If not, I might actually get at least one of these characters, like either Kawakami Gensai or Kondo Isami. Either of them I might get. But again, that'll depend on what the rest of the year has for us in JP. Thank God we have clairvoyance because we are in NA. and we can actually make decisions like this. For JP people, obviously they have no idea who's going to come and all that, so it's always like a gamble. But yeah, good thing we have clairvoyance. So yeah, I'll end this video here. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to Kondo Isami. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, so that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next FGO video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.